Hi and welcome to Table Talk. For those of you that are new to Table Talk, every week I try and put out something small as an inspiration, something to discuss around the table with your family, your friends and your colleagues, mainly based on the portion of the week from the Torah. Welcome to the Judean hills, my backyard. In this week's portion, Beshalach, we see so many amazing things. The Jews finally leave the land of Egypt. Now, the word Egypt in Hebrew is Mitzrayim, made up of the word Meitzarim, or connected to the word Meitzarim, which means narrowness, the things that stop you from achieving in life. And finally, the Jewish people leave all of their Meitzarim, leave their Mitzrayim, leave those things that have stopped them from growing from just being a family into a nation. And we make it across out of Egypt, and what happens? We get to a huge sea, and we're standing in front of the sea, and we know there's a huge discussion that goes on between the Jewish people. They break up into camps, and some say, oh my goodness, we can hear the Egyptians behind us, we should go back and be slaves. Some say let's fight, some say we should die, some people say we should jump into the water. And there's these huge discussions. What should we do when we're caught between a rock and a hard place, as they say in the English language, right? What happens? God turns to Moses, who's standing there praying, God, tell us what we should do. God says to Moses, what are you shouting out about? Take the Jewish people and move. Make a step. Move forward. Now is not a time to sit around and think what we should do or even pray. It's time for action. And an amazing man, the Midrash tells us, jumps in to the water, up to his nostrils, keeps walking and walking and walking until he's about to drown. And only when he's taken that risk in belief in God, all of a sudden the water opens up. Why is that? Because we have to show belief in God. There's no faith when things are easy. Faith, as some of us discussed over the weekend in Orlando, faith begins when we don't know what's going to happen, when we're caught between a rock and a hard place. And when we turn to God and say, I have faith in you, I'm not going to sit around and just have faith. In my faith, I am going to act. So that's the first amazing lesson that we learned from this week's portion. The other is like this. We get through the sea, we start to get manna, and the Jews start moving forward. And our arch enemy, Amalek, attack us. Now, how does the Torah describe this attack? It says, Asher karcha baderech, when we happened along the way. Now, there are two different interpretations of karcha. When you happened, it just is koreh, it happens in your life. In other words, you don't believe that something is divine. Things just happen, it's chance, right? When we start believing that things are just chance and it's not godly driven, that's when Amalek attacks us and attacks the most weak people. They came from the back. Right? Those that just believe that, things happen in life, there's not really a reason behind it, I don't really have a mission. That's where Amalek attacks, when we're not powerfully ready with our godly mission in life. That's number one. The other interpretation of the word karcha, the word kar means cold. When we cool off, when we're not passionate, when we're not fired up about what we're going to do, that's exactly when Amalek attack. That's when we're brought down. Oh, you're not inspired. You're not passionate about your family. You're not passionate about your relationship with your spouse. You're not passionate about serving God and giving charity or your business. Oh, well, that's when Amalek attacks and brings you down even further. So we really see from both of these examples, both standing at the sea and not knowing what to do. What was it that split the sea? It was faith, it was action, it was moving forward. And two, when does Amalek attack? When people are cold, when we have no mission in our life, when we don't see the godly hand pushing us forward to do God in the world. To bring God into the world, I should say. So I want to bless all of us that we never ever get cold. You know, every country that I flew through on my way back from Orlando, back to the land of Israel, to these beautiful hills of Judea, there was snow and people were cold and no one wants to do anything in the cold. You want to sit there in front of a fire, snuggled up watching a video, right? But it's exactly those times that we need to go out into the world and spread and do our mission, fulfill our mission, because everyone else is sitting around cold and not wanting to act. That's the time that when we get out there and we're special, we're different. Those that are willing to get out in the snow and do carry on our mission in life. So may we all be blessed to be passionate about everything we do, passionate about bringing peace into our homes, passionate about educating our children, passionate about making money so that we can give charity to the world and we can provide for our family around us. Shabbat Shalom to you all.